Hey, this is Matt Urtz, the Madison County historian. We are still working to document how the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted different businesses, organizations, and people. And we're really lucky today to have Gwenn Werner of Parry's kind of everything store, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah. Modern day general store.
Modern day general store. Thanks for being with us, Gwenn. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And so for those that aren't familiar, kind of explain what Parry's is.
We're primarily a hardware store, but, we try to meet the needs of our town. So we've added groceries, we have a large paint department, office supplies, toys, just a lot of everything. That's why we call ourselves our modern day general store.
Okay. Well, how long have you been around?
Parry's has been around about 40 years. My parents started it, and my husband, Evan, and I bought it in 2013.
Okay. So when did COVID start to appear on your radar?
I think it was Friday the 13th in March.
Yeah.
Colgate got shut down, so we very quickly, and they were a bit of a hot spot for COVID, so we very quickly had a lot of students in our store shipping their stuff home, and we immediately started wearing masks. I think we were like the first ones in town, and so it started right away for us, it seemed.
Did you guys have any protocols put into place? Were you required to put any protocols into place?
Well, we knew we were deemed essential, but I don't remember there being anything like specifically that we had to do right then. I think it was too soon. We just took it upon ourselves to keep ourselves and our employees safe. And we first started wearing masks and gloves. Then we realized that the gloves weren't so necessary, but we obviously had hand sanitizer. We put up a lot of signs asking people to wear masks also, even though in the beginning it wasn't required. And then also just stay 6 feet apart. And then as the rules came down from the health department, et cetera, we followed all of those.
So once the students went home, did you see a dramatic drop in business?
No. The first maybe 2 weeks, we were a little nervous. We really didn't know what to expect. But then we found that people just really liked our customer service, and they did a lot of curbside pickups. We began delivering pretty much within about 20 miles of Hamilton. We were going to Sherburne, Oneida, Clinton. We launched a website very quickly and put all of our groceries on it. So we kind of just reacted to what was going on, and we were busier than usual.
Okay. So you said you developed a website and started these services. Was this stuff in the works, or was this literally doing it on the fly?
No, we did it on the fly. We've had a website and a good social media following, but we never sold items online before. So we used Shopify, and we just put as much as we could on as quickly as possible. We also did a lot of, we sell Melissa and Doug toys, which are a lot of educational and learning toys. And so we put a lot of those types of items on, kids home needing activities to do. So we did a ton of, we didn't sell online, but we took a lot of orders for paint. I think we sold more paint this last spring and summer than we've ever sold before. Like, everybody had a home improvement project. So yeah, I mean,
that leads to my next question. Did you see any odd kind of upticks beyond paint that you maybe don't normally sell as much of?
Anything home improvement related, yes.
Okay.
We definitely, paint was a hot item. The groceries, just because we did bring in more fresh produce. So every Wednesday and Thursday we get fresh produce, and we're still doing that. And then we're also taking advantage of local produce as it's available. And so we did a tremendous more grocery business also.
Did you find, as this went on, you struggled to get certain products back into the store?
Yes, definitely. The supply and demand has been challenging for us. Just today even, we're months into this, and I can't get our most popular line of paintbrushes. There's none to be had. So we actually had to bring in a different line just to substitute until the manufacturer can get back up to speed and, just supply us with product again. We're currently buying a couple months out for anything that's in stock, just because we don't know, like, just because it's in stock today, it might not be tomorrow. So, we're trying to, this whole situation, we've been planning ahead as much as we can, but there's still a lot of different items sourced from different parts of the country that we're either, like SodaStream, for instance. We sell SodaStream in the canisters, the CO2 canisters. We finally got them. Their facility is, I think, New Jersey, but they were shut down for months. They kept getting shut down because of COVID outbreaks. So their demand was really behind. So, but they have caught up recently. But yeah,
So-
there's.
Go ahead, sorry. So have you found, you kind of referenced all these different vendors. Have you found people asking for things that you weren't able to get, or trying to find ways to get stuff that maybe you didn't carry before?
Yeah. Well, I think people that don't shop a lot online, but like maybe even like older folks that don't use Amazon Prime like it nonstop, like some of us,
Yeah.
They suddenly found themselves unable to go out. They, we're almost, they're our customers, but lots of times they're our friends and they're needing things. And so in the beginning, we didn't have like mayonnaise. And I mean, I had organic mayonnaise, but nobody wants organic. They want Hellmann's. So, we found ourselves going over to like Big Lots and getting mayonnaise for a customer, or, so we were definitely sourcing some things that we didn't typically sell and trying to figure out how to get them when everybody else in the country is, getting the same things and running out of them. So yeah, we just, yes, definitely.
Have you had to expand your suppliers?
Well, we tried. It's hard because all the items, everybody's looking for the same stuff. So the suppliers that we needed stuff from, they just have such a backlog of new customers. So we brought in a few new suppliers, but really we just looked for more offerings from our existing suppliers.
Okay. Going back real quick, I meant to ask this before. You were referencing, and now I just lost my train of thought, but the kind of shipping and all that kind of stuff and delivery. How did that process work? How did you kind of set up the deliveries? Did you have a software? Did you guys just kind of plan it out on a map?
Yeah, well, luckily we're from the area, so we know a lot of the, we're familiar enough that we're able to just do it ourselves. I mean, there might have been a couple arguments between my husband and I, like, wait, that's on what side of Earlville? Or, it would be like Lebanon side or Hubbardsville side. I mean, there was definitely a couple of funny situations, but no, we just figured it out ourselves. There wasn't any software that we could learn quick enough. I mean, we just literally went from doing, 0 deliveries a day to 60 deliveries a day. So it was very much on the fly.
So the summer starts to wear on, you guys are kind of in this groove. Did you ever hit a point where it slowed down, or has it been pretty consistent the whole time?
It is, it's been consistent, but it's become more manageable. Less deliveries. What was happening was, we're super, super thankful that we were still in business and we're so busy, but on the flip side, everything that we did was so much more labor intense. Every order, instead of somebody coming in and purchasing it, they would, call. We'd have to then go pick it, then deliver it, or do curbside, or get their credit card. It was just so many more steps. So now that more people are comfortable coming in the store, it's much more manageable.
So we're now into October. The students have come back to campus. Did you guys put anything special in the place knowing they were coming back?
Yeah, Colgate their situation was when the students came back, all of them had to quarantine for 2 weeks, and about 1,000 of their students didn't have meal plans. So we did set up a program with Colgate to deliver groceries for 2 weeks while they're in quarantine, especially for students without meal plans. And then now we still offer our website as an option for delivery. Some people do curbside with it, but the students mainly are just coming in the store now, though.
Okay. How do you think this pandemic's going to change how you guys do business moving forward?
Well, it certainly pushed us to get our product online quicker. So that was always something that we were talking about, thinking about, researching, and it just made us do it. So we'll continue to improve on that. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is just continuing to work towards online shopping.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the folks of Hamilton, Colgate, whomever is going to see this?
We are just super, super thankful, grateful. I mean, in the beginning, we really didn't know what to expect. We were able to keep all of our employees. We were able to keep everybody safe, luckily. I think the community would agree that hopefully we provided a really good service, and we could try to continue to. And we are also able to add about 4 full-time positions. So, wow. Yeah, we have been very busy. And we're just really grateful that this is the community we're in, because I'm not sure that everybody's in the same situation as us. So,
well, Gwen, I know you're very busy. We can hear the calls coming in. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Hopefully, we've asked everybody maybe down the road if it continues to let us talk to you again, but hopefully we don't have to. We wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. We will talk to you soon.